Our beloved 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now live in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, Texas, Ohio, Montana, Idaho, Oregon, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Illinois. Go to hardafseltzer.com today. Click on the store locator and enter your city or zip to find the closest location nearest you.
We are gold for energy. Send it. Incoming. Put the money in the bag, man.
As I said, your paycheck is your thank you.
What's going on back there? This is awesome! Welcome to Earth! No. Who's flying the plane? Get cockpit. Go. God.
Black Rifle Energy, dropping near you.
Welcome to Drinkin Bros, presented by OmahaSteaks.com. Yeah, welcome to the NFL Week 2 NFL Prediction Show, brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin Bros doubles that first deposits all the way up to $1,000. Get off the couch and get into the action today with MyBookie.com. D'Anthony, as always, we're joined by our co-host live from his garage. It is Derek Wolf, host of Wolf Untamed. Is that your car or your wife's car? Because I see a baby seat in the back.
Oh, that's a booster seat for my daughter. I'm in the Tesla, the Cybertruck, because we're in a rental house right now because we had to sell our old house because we thought, which we put it on the market like in time with like moving in the new build. And the new build is now not even fucking close to being done. So we had to move into a rental. And we just got word yesterday that the rental lady, the lady we're renting from, so our landlord wants to show the house that we're renting, which is it's like a condo. So we had to have cleaning ladies come over here to clean the fucking place. And I was like, well, I have to do the show. And my wife was like, well, do it from your fucking car because we have to do this. And I was like, all right.
That's awesome. Because we'll get right into it. They're like, when is Derek going to get great internet? And I said, look, let's plan on 2026 or beyond. And until then, we're going to talk to him inside his vehicle here. And I love that about you. You still look great. I know last week you were hunting elk. Now, on Instagram, I told you to take the fucking shot. Did you or didn't you? And did you end up coming home with an elk this year?
So I didn't shoot an elk up there yet. So I shot a deer. The first week up there was really for me to hunt deer and to kind of get a grip on like what kind of bulls we had in the area. Because they're not really like callable yet. Those two were just young, stupid bulls that decided they were going to come check it out. But I'm after like a big herd bull, which they won't get fired up until closer to the end of the month. But yeah, I did put a stock on a nice little buck, nice 4x4 mule deer, and shot him, double lunged him, and ate his back straps and his tenderloin that night.
Love to hear it. Yeah, Bob's got a similar problem with his bulls when he's out there. Bob, where are you hunting for bulls these days?
A good place is the gym. There's a lot of strapped, unemployed guys there, and that's kind of, it's a good place to look midday at the gym.
That's a pretty decent upgrade from last year where it was mostly truck stops.
You gotta learn the game.
You gotta learn the game. And Derek, this is just, men to fuck his wife while he's at work, to keep her happy, keep her motivated, and make sure she's cooking and cleaning on time. And we understand that. We don't kink shame here, never have, never will. So proud of you, Bob. Also, the rules, kids. We'll go over last week's hits and misses, and then we'll go to this week's predictions. Nailed the first one last week. Eagles versus Cowboys. Teased this down. Took that teaser -6 down to 2. took the over down to 42. It was a 24-20 game. First half was a goddamn shootout. There was only one punt. Every team scored on every single possession. Then there was a lightning and a rain delay. And then the second half was a shit show. 3 points in the second half total there. Are you worried about the Cowboys, Derek? They're 0-1.
Who cares about the Cowboys?
The
Cowboys are fucked. Beyond fucked. They have a mental midget at quarterback.
Yeah.
And that will never change. Yeah. He's a mental midget, dude. And listen, if people are like, well, look, they just played the returning Super Bowl champions. Dude, when we were a fucking 4-win team in Denver, we always played a close game with Kansas City because it's a rivalry game. So that's a rivalry game. It's a fucking division rival. So it's always going to be a tight game just because they fucking hate each other. So that's just, and there's like all this, the organizations put all this shit up, like they put a lot of emphasis on the game. So they make sure it's like, we have to win against the Eagles if you're Dallas. And if you're Philly, you're like, we're the fucking returning Super Bowl champs. We're just playing another fucking game. Like, that's how they look at it. So Dallas is trying to play their best fucking game they possibly can, and they still couldn't win.
What did you think of Jalen Carter spitting on that guy 6 seconds in and getting ejected? Has that ever happened to you?
On Dak Prescott when he spit on him?
Yep.
Well, didn't it? It looked like Dak spit on him first.
You know, I didn't see that angle. Did you guys see an angle where Dak Prescott spit on him?
Apparently, Dak spit on the ground or at him downward, not in his face.
Yeah, so I bite my thumb, but not at you.
Right.
Ah, gotcha.
Are we doing Shakespeare today?
I guess so.
I love the reference as an actor, obviously.
Derek knows it's always the second guy that gets flagged.
Oh, yeah.
It's always the second guy. Here's the other thing, dude. Spitting on people is so fucking nasty and gross that, like, don't do it. The only person I ever saw spit on somebody was Ray Rice. He spit in fucking Chris Harris Jr.'s face one time. And look what kind of guy he was.
He was a pretty upstanding guy outside of that elevator, but inside is where he had the problem. But yeah, he was gone in 6 seconds. It changed the course of that game, in my opinion, for the Eagles. They were good enough to overcome it. However, their defense looked like shit the second he left because they had traded away most of their defense. Yeah,
let me tell you why.
And they had to replace him.
That guy's not only is he a really good player, but it's not like college football where you got fucking 30 different fucking defensive linemen ready to go. I'm exaggerating that number, but you got 4 to 5 D linemen. Yep. Right. So interior D linemen. So now one's gone. So now somebody is taking the fucking load. Somebody's carrying the wagon the whole game. And that's why in that second, the second half, you start seeing people get fucking wore down, and there's a chink in the armor.
Yeah, no, that chink in the armor actually plays for the Falcons. He's our kicker. That is Koo, who missed that game-tying field goal. I was at that game. We'll get to that in a minute, though. Next up was Chiefs-Chargers. Took a huge fat L on this game. This was in all my parlays, teasers, all that shit. I had it at Chiefs -2.5. I thought this was a lock. It was my lock of the week, for Christ's sakes, and it cost me. I had to redo all my teasers and bets for Sunday. It fucked me. Turned out relatively close to even in the end. Shout out to Ohio State for that. But the NFL-wise, man, it really fucking hurt here. Herbert decided to look like Steve Young. Is this the real Justin Herbert, or is this him for the rest of the year, Derek?
I mean, he's shown flashes of this the whole time he's been in the league, of this guy. So I don't know, man. I think that what's happening is you're seeing a worn down organization right now in the Chiefs. These guys are tired as hell. They've played more football than anybody the last 5 years. So these guys are wore the hell out, man. And that shows up in a tough game like that at the end there. And you got fucking Travis running into their fucking star receiver, and
he just
Travis
released a statement.
Punched in the face.
Yeah, by the way, thank you for that beautiful segue there, because he just released a statement right now regarding that, and he said running into Worthy was completely my fault. I should have never done that. I've apologized to him and everything else. And he goes, dude, I'm the only person to blame for that, and I apologize. So yeah,
and that's just, again, how many times have we talked about what a great fucking dude he actually is? Yeah, like Travis Travis he's not going to intentionally fucking try to hurt his own player.
No, and he said it was a stupid.
Everybody's trying to make.
It said it was a stupid play on his fault.
Out that like they're trying. Yeah, it's just that shit happens, man. You got fucking people running full speed, crossing patterns, and this is your first game of the season. Like shit is going to go wrong, and that's just one of those things where you expect them to be on the same page. And Travis ran that route a little bit too deep, and that's why he's taking responsibility for it, because he's like, I was too deep on the route.
Yep.
So. But it happens, you know what I mean? And, you know, for a lot of guys in his position wouldn't take accountability for it, and he is. You know, I know I'm biased because he's like one of my fucking best friends, but, you know, he's got a lot of character as a person. And he runs his fucking mouth a lot on the field, and he plays hard, and sometimes you get slapped in the face for doing that. But,
yeah. And look, his statement was classy. He said, I'm in the wrong. He said almost identical to what you said word for word.
Yeah, one of these days we'll get him to apologize for all that Pfizer stuff.
Well, and I'm sure he's not going to apologize for that $20 million check, but
he should.
On this subject here, Dan, you were the one who brought it up that Jim Harbaugh is in year 2, and he's finally got Herbert humming here in this offense. And it's so weird for me because – let's face it, before the Connor Stallions thing, he was an awful coach at Michigan. He was 49-43. But he was an excellent head coach in the NFL and took a team to the fucking Super Bowl with goddamn Colin Kaepernick, for Christ's sakes.
Also, great coach at Stanford.
Yeah, great coach at Stanford, you're right. He is in year 2 here. Dan, you brought this up last time. It finally looks like he is starting to develop and build the team that he wants versus what he inherited. Yeah. And they looked very fucking good in this game.
Yeah, he's so they did a number of things in the offseason. One, I mean, they brought in 2. We'll see how it goes with Najee Harris, but he's been having good seasons lately. He's had 4 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons to start his career. They brought him in. They drafted Marion Hampton, who's also
I love him, by the way.
Fucking stud.
Yes.
And then in addition to that, they had Will Disley before, who is mostly a blocking tight end, bring over Ty Conklin so you could run that double tight end set with a guy like Herbert who could fucking slang it, and he can. Now you've got Lau McConkey, Quentin Johnson, Keenan Allen. You've got a 2 tight end set and 2 elite running backs. This isn't a defensive team that's going to eke out victories anymore. This is a team that can light your ass up. Right?
Yeah, and they threw all the way down the
they
stretch.
Can light your ass up. So
good fucking luck. That 2 tight end set, by the way, Dan, is called 12 personnel.
It's called club personnel.
12 personnel.
Oh, 12 personnel.
12 personnel. The first number is the number of running backs, and the second number is the number of tight ends.
I see.
So if it's 21, you got two backfield guys and 1 tight end.
Okay.
You know, if it's 10 personnel, it's 1 back. You know, so on and so forth.
I mean, you could run either one of those with 3 wide receivers now, right?
Yeah.
So you can do max. Yes. You could throw Disley out there, and you can do Disley and a running back. And do max protect. O'Marion Hampton's a little bit bigger than Najee Harris, so probably with him, right? Mm-hmm. Do max protect and still have 4 legit dudes that can catch the ball downfield. Not a lot of teams have that fucking ability, man. I'm telling you. Even the Chiefs don't have that ability.
No, they don't. And I agree with you on the Chiefs. They look tired. This game was in Brazil. And, yeah, we'll see how the rest of their season shakes out. But, yeah, they looked exhausted, and starting off in Brazil is certainly doing them no favors. Next up was Buccaneers Falcons. Won this game. This was super easy. Falcons are going to Falcon. A lot of people hit me up and said, oh, man, well, Penix looked great. He was okay. I was at the game. I was, on the Tampa Bay bench on their sideline for a lot of it, and he was fine. It never felt like this game was in danger, and it looked like Baker just turned it on at the end because he had to. He did. They won. And this team, once Godwin gets back with Emeka Egbuka there, this is going to be a scary fucking team, man, with 3 unbelievable wide receivers there when Godwin, Evans, and Egbuka. Jesus Christ. Sky's the limit for the Bucs this year. We sprinkled some on the money line for them to win the Super Bowl in the pre-prediction show. And, yeah, man, I
think you should sprinkle Baker Mayfield winning MVP.
You think so?
Yeah.
Man, I might not be a bad choice.
Think
Look
about
it up on my bookie, Bob.
He wins he wins a couple of these games because it's a rough stretch for them.
By himself.
Coming up, there's a rough stretch for the Bucs just because they're playing some fucking good teams.
Right.
They're at Texans. They got to play the Jets, who are looking quite a bit better. They got to play the Eagles, at the Seahawks, 49ers, at the fucking Lions. It's a brutal stretch. He wins half of those games, comes out of that, and now you've got Godwin back. You're in a rhythm with your new guy, Ibuka. You've got Godwin back to round out that offense a little bit. And, man, I'm telling you, he's going to put up some fucking numbers this year.
Mayfield is 29-1.
That is great fucking value.
That is a great value right now because when Godwin comes back, holy shit. And I'll tell you this, being on the field for that Ibuka catch there, yes, he's a great receiver. That's fine. But the placement of that ball was so perfect that any receiver could have caught that. It was just a fucking dime, dude, from Baker.
You expect a guy to get better to some degree with age, like smarter, better, right? But also your athleticism declines somewhat. But he's only gotten better every year he's been in the fucking league.
It kind of feels like Drew Brees. I hate to say that out loud, but yeah, dude.
Not to that level, really, but
maybe someday. Who knows?
Drew
He's
Brees,
a young dude.
So
Drew Brees was throwing for like 4,500, 5,000 yards pretty early on, before he left. Before he left San Diego, I think he's that type of passer though for sure.
I think Baker though had 4,500 last year.
Yeah. He's a dime dropper now.
Yeah, he's good, man.
Yep.
We're gonna say Derek.
Yeah, I think Baker. I don't think he'll win it this year because he needs a whole season with his crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the numbers to make sense for him to win an MVP. But I do think that next season, if he has his whole crew healthy, I think that because he's just getting, you're right, Dan, he is getting better and better and better every year. And at one point, he's going to fucking peak at the right time. And he's going to hit that MVP status.
I think so, yeah. I mean, you're probably right. It won't be this year just because, one, his number 2 guy's out, and 2, that schedule for them is brutal this year.
It's brutal.
Where if you look at through 1 week, Josh Allen probably the MVP so far, right?
After that game,
because of the stats and what he did in the game.
Yeah, but I think you have an argument for Herbert too.
Maybe.
Right yeah.
I mean, that was a good game too. Yeah. So
I know it's week 1, and we'll always overreact, but yeah.
Yeah, but if you look through the Bills, well, somebody in the chat asked who I thought it was week 1. It's probably Josh Allen right now. Then if you look at the rest of their season, they got a couple of tough games against some decent defenses, but it's squishy for the Bills. He's going to put up some fucking numbers.
Yeah.
Like some real fucking crazy numbers unless he gets hurt or something. They got to play like at the Jets next week. They got a game against the Chiefs. They got to play at Steelers and at Browns. But aside from that, the defenses they play,
yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of fucking squishy ones on there.
And then, as far as the receivers and them coming back for next year, like you said, Evans just signed a new 2-year deal. It was very smart of the Buccaneers. Godwin's under a new deal. Egbuka's under a rookie contract. And Mike Evans, by the way, in real life has not missed a fucking step. That guy could be 50 years old, and God damn it, man, he's all over the field.
He came into the league looking like he came into the league looking like he was 50.
Yeah,
and he still looks 50.
Yeah,
still looks 50.
He looks the same as he did when he fucking walked into the building. Like it's pretty intense. And you talked about Josh Allen a minute ago. If I was after week 1 and after last season and what I saw from him, if I was going to pick one quarterback that I wanted on my fucking team right now, it's Josh Allen.
Yes. And by the way, I know the announcer said this, but he does look happier since he's gotten married for some reason. So good for him, man.
What do you mean for some reason?
I look at Mahomes and he looks exhausted with his wife. I don't want to go too far into it, but it looks like Brittany Mahomes. I watched that documentary on Netflix. And if she asked him to take one more fucking picture, he finally just looked at her in the documentary on Netflix and goes, "Hey, babe, I got to go the fuck home because I got to play a game tomorrow, okay?" And he just walked off. And I was like, whoa, I can't believe they heard that.
So Mike Evans is 32. Let's say he plays this in 4 more years. Is he the best? If he just keeps getting 1,000, is he the best receiver ever?
No, it's still probably God damn it,
Jerry
San
Rice?
Francisco, Jerry Rice. But just because he did it every year for 20 years, and I don't know how anybody else is ever going to do that again.
Yeah, but he didn't do what Mike Evans has done, which is 11 straight years of 1,000 yards.
But
I think
he did like 18 out of 20, Bob.
Yeah,
or
that's
19
fine.
out of
That's
20.
fine, but he didn't do them all in a row, and he didn't do them to open his career either. I mean, it's crazy. Although
it's
his rookie season, he had like 950 or something, so that kind of sucks. But.
Yeah, look, both are greats.
He was hurt a year too. Although Mike Evans was hurt.
Phenomenal.
How many games did Mike Evans play last year?
I know he missed maybe 5 or 6.
He played 14 games last year.
Yeah. Next up is Bengals-Browns. Look, this is a rivalry game. This is always close. Browns defense is always great. Joe Flacco at 40 years old, 41 years old, throwing the ball 45 fucking times is wild to me. But it was a good, close game. They always are. Defense actually looked decent for the Bengals. And then there was a play where I thought Burrow actually died. And it was nice to see him come back to life. We'll see how these teams are next week. Dolphins, God damn it, I lost a lot of money in the Dolphins. It was +1 for the Dolphins.
Hold on. Ross, we got to backpedal to the waste of talent that's going on with Joe Burrow right now.
Oh.
They're wasting generational talent.
How are we this far into it and they still don't have an offensive line for this guy?
I don't know.
I don't get it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's the organization. They don't give a fuck. Joe Burrow is making them money as an organization. They don't care about winning Super Bowls. They don't. Obviously, it's obvious. They don't care about winning a fucking Super Bowl, because if they did, they would take advantage of the fucking opportunity they have over these next 10 years with this unbelievable quarterback. Instead, he's going to continue to get fucked up, and then he's going to have Parkinson's like fucking Brett Favre.
Yeah. I watched that doc last night as well. Not worth it on Netflix.
And over.
I agree. By the way, that's Parkinson's doc on Favre last night. That's not any good on Netflix. I don't know. That's the only miss they've had in a long time.
It's not any good, you said?
No. So you can skip it. It's just, what a waste of time. Colts. Look, I said Danny Dimes is going to be good this year. I didn't think it was going to be this fucking good. Jesus Christ. 33-8 over the Dolphins. Derek, what the fuck is the problem with the Dolphins down there? Nobody was hurt.
It's because it's in Miami, and Tyreek Hill's got all. You got Tyreek Hill dealing with his fucking his wife divorced him, and now she's taking his ass for all kinds of shit. He's paying her so much money, it's unreal. She gets their $6 million fucking mansion. He's got to pay her $100,000 for a new car. It's like $5 million in cash. Like, it's insane. They have so many distractions outside of like what is. They have a quarterback who, if he gets fucking touched, he gets a concussion. I mean, it's Miami, dude. It's South Florida. It's a hard place to stay focused on your fucking job because there's so many distractions and there's so much to do. That's why you see a place like fucking Kansas City, because there ain't shit to do in Kansas City.
Yeah. And you're right. We've been there. Yeah.
Like New England and Foxborough. There ain't shit to do in Foxborough. You know, that's look at a good team. Like these really good teams are usually in places where there's not a lot of shit for these players to get into.
No, you're 100% right. And the Colts have a lot of talent on this team. So maybe Daniel Jones just needed to get the fuck out of New York. And he looked great in this game. Yeah. They destroyed him. And the 8 was generous. That was a fucking trash touchdown at the end where they went for 2 and fuck off with this. It was 33-0 most of this game. Next up, I lost this game as well. God damn it, man. I had the Patriots -2.5. How did the Raiders just assemble? I know. How did this happen, dude? I lost so much money on this.
Listen, they wrote him off, but he didn't write back.
Oh, I like that.
I mean, he's got Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers, and he's got a coach.
He does have a coach. I love
an actual one that knows how to win football games.
In our
I'm surprised that Ashton Ante didn't get fucking going more than he did, though.
Yeah.
Patriots have a decent defense, but there is a guy in my fantasy league with the greatest Bowers name ever, and I want to give him a shout out here. If I can find him, because I'm a huge fan of this fucking name here. It's called They Hit the Second Bauer.
That's a good one.
That is a really great fantasy football name, and I want to give him a shout out on the show. That is Rock Wiltshire in the league here for Drinkin' Bros Sports. I laughed endlessly at your fucking fantasy football team name. They hit the second Bauer, and I'm a big fan of that. Next up was Cardinals Saints. Shit, dude. Look, Murray threw 2 touchdown passes, but it's the Saints. Rattler was 27 of 46 in this goddamn game. Saints could be the worst team in the league, maybe. Yeah. No reason to pay any attention. Look, when Murray finally uses Harrison, it's great. This was the game that he decided. There was no video games out this week, so stay tuned to him.
Oh, shit, I saw a good one, too. Fuck. It wasn't in this league, but it was in another one. It said white power bottom. Oh no, that was on the Drinkin Bros app.
That's right.
Yeah, Drinkin Bros app.
White Power Bottom.
Shout out to whomever you are, because that's fucking funny.
It was a great fantasy football name. Next up, though, great game. Aaron Rodgers, is he back? 4 touchdowns. Steelers beat the Jets. Justin Fields looked great. The Jets had this wrapped up. Garrett Wilson fumbled the ball, and then boom, Steelers marched down the field and scored the game-winning touchdown there. That's probably was besides the Baltimore game and the Bills game, it's probably the second best game of the weekend here. Both teams look good. Is Aaron Rodgers back?
Dude,
I mean, what you definitely didn't expect from this
fucking
game.
Stacked.
Yeah, they're good. So I mean, the Jets, if Justin plays well, the Jets can be good.
I know.
And it's like we expected this to be a close game, but like 17-14,
right?
Not 34-32. This is 2 completely different ball clubs from last year, which is funny because there's changes for sure, but like the changes are not. They basically exchanged quarterbacks, for lack of a better explanation, and the Steelers picked up a really good wide receiver, but they had a really good wide receiver, and they had Najee Harris, who's gone now. It's like, all right, you can always count on Mike Tomlin. I'll say that.
Yeah, and DK Metcalf looked good. Aaron Rodgers had 4 touchdowns. He looked great. On the flip side for the Jets, Justin Fields looked great. Garrett Wilson looked great. Breece Hall looks like he's finally healthy again. He had 100 yards and then 38 yards receiving. Both teams are fun, man. So this was a great game to watch. Unfortunately, I did not bet on this, so it didn't really matter for me. Next up was Giants versus Redskins. Look, the biggest takeaway from this is the Redskins treated this like a preseason game, which they should have. No need to expend any energy whatsoever on the Giants. Will the Giants ever figure it the fuck out? Russell Wilson looked awful. Is this just a doomed franchise at this point?
Dude, Russell Wilson is fucking done. The fact that he's even in the league right now and he's not just as a starter and not just a backup, it blows my fucking mind. Yeah. Because how much more did you need to see after fucking 2-3 years in Denver of shit? Then he had a couple decent games in Pittsburgh, but ultimately was shit. And then he goes to New York, and now he's still more shit. It's just more and more shit that you're getting out of this guy. And nothing against Russell Wilson as a human being, but as a fucking player, dude, I think it's time to call it what it is. He's cooked.
Well, here's a couple of things against him as a human being as well. He sucks. It's like the fakest dude of all time. He doesn't have a genuine personality.
He's not a real person.
No, I think that's
not a real human.
I think that's his biggest problem because he is. I think he's still talented. I think as a dime dropper, in the same way that Breeze was his last 3 or 4 years, Russell Wilson can absolutely do that. But there's no way anybody on that field believes in him because he's not a real fucking person.
No,
he's not.
As a panty dropper, he's elite. Sierra's great. I can't believe he landed that, but Jesus Christ, man. It's probably time to retire from football. Panthers, Jaguars, we'll skip. Neither of these teams are worth our time. It probably won't be the rest of the season. Let's talk about your Broncos here. They didn't look great. Their defense looked great. Any concerns out of you, Derek?
No, I think what's going to happen with the offense here, it's those first game, the first game of the season where they're actually all together. It's hard for an offense that hasn't been together for multiple years to fucking click, to really click. And that's what we're seeing. The offense just they weren't clicking. You know what I mean? And it's just, that shows you how good the fucking defense truly is. Like our defense, with 6 sacks by 6 different players. I mean, across the board, our defense is unbelievable. Pat Surtain is going to go down as probably one of the best defensive backs to ever step foot on the field.
I agree. And your
crazy.
defense is lights out.
Yep. I played with Champ, and so I got to see that. I got to play with Aqib Talib and Chris Harris Jr. and some of the greatest to ever do it. And watching him, it's a whole different level.
Yeah, he's certainly amazing. This defense is so good that same thing with the other game, the Redskins game I was talking about earlier. It seemed like the Broncos treated this like a preseason game. I've got a lot of high hopes for R.J. Harvey this year, man. 6 carries, 70 yards in this game.
Yeah,
him and Dobbins together. If Dobbins can stay healthy, Jesus Christ, that's a combo back there.
I mean, if you read the fucking depth chart, it has Dobbins listed first, but Dobbins is, I think, more of a third down back, right? So
he can't stay healthy.
Yeah,
I would use him as a third down back.
He's not an every down back. You're right, man. You can't. You if you want to maximize his fucking longevity throughout the season, you can't have him being an every down back. He can't be in there trying to pick up blitzes and all this other shit. You got to have him in on third down so he can pick up a blitz and come out of the backfield and catch the fucking ball and get you a first down. And then you have RJ Harvey to fucking carry the workload.
Yep.
I think that's what the biggest issue with the Broncos offense right now is that they don't know their true identity yet. They have all these pieces of like how great they could be, but they're not sure exactly what their identity is. I think they need to just run the fuck out of the football because their offensive line can get it done against just about any defensive line out there. I think that they stack up pretty well against them. So if I'm Sean Payton, I'm running the fucking ball and putting the pressure on the front seven to make them load the box, and then I hit them up high.
Especially when you have Dobbins, because you can run, pass, and then run with that fucking animal.
I know,
and just like deliver pain to people. And I hate these coaches who do, the first 25 plays are scripted. Like you're just wasting a third of the game. What the fuck are you talking about?
And almost all of them do that.
Yeah,
almost
it's
every
so
offense
stupid.
in the NFL does that.
Yeah, it's so stupid. But definitely having a game plan like that where
start RJ Harvey.
If it opens up, I mean, so Bo Nix he is competent enough to run that. What do you call it? God damn it.
Statue of Liberty?
No.
What? I want to see it. Dude. We run it in 12U. I love it.
The hook and ladder? No. No, he's perfectly capable of doing the NFL version of the RPO, right? Not where he's running, but where you run delay. You still got a running back in the background. And if it opens up, let him have it. If there's fucking people to pass to right there, open it up. You can, a lot of people are starting to do that in the NFL now.
And he's a big dude.
He can run it himself too,
Holy
right?
shit.
So it's like there's a lot. I trust Sean Payton to figure this shit out.
So do I.
I'm just like excited to see what he's going to do.
There's a lot of potential here, and I can't believe it. Derek, when we were on the field with you last year and got to see Bo Nix in person, his size was what really shocked me the most. He's a big fucking dude, man.
He's beefy. He's a big dude.
He's a beefy dude. Where it's like
he's not like tall. He's like, what is he, like 6'2", 6'3"?
Yeah.
Like fucking, he's put together. Like you could tell he fucking, doesn't fuck around in the weight room. Like he takes it serious. Everybody I've talked to over there, man, they fucking love him in the building. The team loves him. His teammates like want to fucking ride for him. So, I mean, dude, I just think that there's a lot of potential here with this team, especially the next coming years, because you've got a lot of guys that are under contract still. You got a lot of young guys who are trying to fucking earn those contracts. And that's when you have the recipe for, and they're, I don't know if you saw the news, but they're going to build a new stadium.
Yep.
Here in Denver. They're going to build a retractable roof here. It's about a mile from the old stadium.
Boo.
So,
yeah, I think that cold weather, I'm with you, Bob, that cold weather there plays a huge advantage, man, and it's really intimidating.
But here's the thing, man. It's not ever that cold here. Like, in the 8 years I played here, there was only 2-3 games that I can remember being fucking cold. Like, really cold.
Either way, I want snow games.
So do I. I want to see it on TV.
Well, yeah, but it's a retract. They've already, the president of the team, Damani Leach, already said that is just there so that they can host the fucking Super Bowl, because the average temperature has to be 50 degrees or higher, and our average temperature at that time of year is 45. So they have to put a retractable roof so they can have Super Bowls here.
Okay, because Buffalo's owners said, "Hey, we're going to leave it open for some snow and some fun."
Because
some
nobody
laughs.
wants to go to fucking Buffalo for a Super Bowl.
I'd butt fucking Buffalo, dude. If I could, if my
Nobody
wife
wants
let
to go
me.
there. Are you going to go to Niagara Falls? That's fucking stupid.
I love Niagara Falls. My God, dude. I love it so much. It's beautiful. The way that water hits the rocks and just splashes up, and I'm wearing a poncho. There's nothing better than
White
a nice ferry ride, dude, and just getting some splash in my poncho. I love it. Next up, 49ers Seahawks. Actually, very, very impressed in this game. Went back and watched it last night, ironically. It was on NFL Network. Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy came back and won this game all on his own, in my opinion. And that was never a guy that I could say, hey, dude, he's going to come back and win a game for you by himself. But he genuinely did. And if he didn't do what he did at the end of this game, they don't fucking win, man. So this one, the win was all on Brock Purdy. Seahawks, on the other hand, Just kind of looked mediocre there, but he just started, so give him some time.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go too hard. It's the first game.
He
looked better than J.J. McCarthy.
No kidding. God damn,
Did he?
man. Yeah.
J.J. McCarthy came back and won his game.
He won in the end, but the first 3 quarters, Minnesota fans were ready to kill themselves.
Was a fucking pick 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
it was.
Well, it doesn't matter how you start, does it?
No.
So, do you know?
Right.
Speaking of Brock Purdy, do you know who's got the highest career rating in the history of the NFL?
For QBR?
Yeah.
Is it Brock Purdy?
It is.
Yeah. It's Shanahan. Shanahan is. Hey,
It wasn't. I don't know if it is after this last game, but it was before that.
I hope Shanahan never wins the Super Bowl, but he is a very, very good coach, and he did get the Falcons there for Christ's sake. So, like, Jesus, there's something to be said about him. I mean, fuck. But I hope he never wins, and I hope he always loses in the Super Bowl for the rest of his life because he deserves it. Next up is Lions-Packers. All right. Lost money on this game as well. Fuck me, dude. The Detroit did not really look like Detroit's. I don't really know what to say. This game was never, ever close. It was 27-13. Don't let that final score fool you. I watched this fucking thing in an airport. And, yeah, dude, there was a late touchdown for Detroit. Otherwise, this was a complete and utter blowout of 27-6 for most of this fucking game. So
here's what I think. Here's what I think's happening with Green Bay. I think that everybody is sleeping on how good of a fucking team they actually are.
Let me ask you this.
I think that Green Bay is a legit fucking football team.
I got a question for you because this is what I noticed, but obviously I didn't play in the NFL, so I don't know the answer. When a guy like Micah Parsons shows up and your owner trades for him, does it just invigorate the locker room of like, all right, we got an owner who's serious about winning a fucking Super Bowl? That's what it felt like vibes-wise.
Yes.
And I'm going to use air quotes on that.
Yes.
It is. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And that shows that they believe in their quarterback. It shows that the players believe in the quarterback. When you bring a guy, Micah Parsons is one of the best pass rushers I've ever seen.
Ever.
Like that I've ever seen. His ability to run players down is incredible. Like forget about how good he is at winning at the point of attack and how strong he is in those situations and how smart of a player he is. But when he can get through the line of scrimmage and he can like Jared Goff at the end there when he's running, like most quarterbacks are going to get away unless they're like super slow. Like Jared Goff can move still. Like he's not super slow. He's at a full sprint with the ability to make a big play there, and he didn't expect anybody to catch him. And Micah Parsons was able to come from the other side of the field, chase him out of the pocket, and get a big-time sack right there. That is a game-changing football play. And if he's going to do that consistently, and that energizes the team because now they're like, oh, fuck, we're good.
It looked like
we're a fucking good team.
It was a
like,
Motley Crue.
We can win something.
Kickstart my heart type of moment. I mean, they ran out of the fucking tunnel, and you were like, oh, shit, it looks like they're going to win this game. I wish I could change my bets. And I did not.
We've got, just quickly, little breaking news. Charlie Kirk got shot in the neck at an event in Utah, and it does not look good.
Charlie Kirk?
Yeah. He was doing one of those student speaking, like, question and answer events. And it looks like some old, like, boomer white dude, older man. Looks like Bernie Sanders kind of walked up.
Charlie Kirk just made a comment in regards to the Ukrainian woman yesterday that was pretty controversial, allegedly.
Yeah, I don't know about any of that. I don't know what happened exactly or who this dude is or what the circumstances were, but I just saw it. Somebody sent me the video and I watched it, and it's not great.
We will cover that on the next episode here. Bob, do you have that?
It's a bad video.
Yeah, we can't play that.
It's unplayable.
Did somebody actually record it in real time? I have not seen it, so forgive me.
I mean, his team was recording it too, but everybody with their phones out there too.
Well, let me ask you this: being in the military, can you survive this? I have not seen the video.
It would be shocking.
Highly unlikely.
I think he's dead.
I mean, I don't want to say
if you see the video,
that,
you have
but
the context.
Yeah, it's the video that I saw. I would be surprised if he makes it.
It's very serious.
Yeah.
Wow. Sorry, I know this is a sports show.
Oh my goodness!
Charlie's been on the
just
show.
saw it.
Yeah.
Charlie's been on the show, and he is a friend of ours, and we were going to do an Oregon show with him. I have not seen this because typically on my screen, you guys, I've got as the host to toss to everybody else. I've got the NFL up, so I have not seen this video. So forgive me. Wow. All right, we will talk about this on the next show here. Thank you for mentioning that. I was unaware.
Well, the good news is somebody covering it on MSNBC called him divisive and polarizing.
Right afterwards?
Yeah.
Great. Do we have their name?
I don't know who this is, actually, but I'll find out.
Let's go ahead and find out for the next show, and I'll be more the fuck happy to describe that person. You want to talk about divisive? Let's go today. Fuck. Okay. Sorry. Next up was Rams versus the Texans. Stafford tops 60,000 yards. First ballot Hall of Famer here. He's got a Super Bowl. God only knows what this guy could have done without being stuck in Detroit all of those years, although he did have Calvin Johnson. I completely forgot on this team, and I bet against him, that they got Devontae Adams this year.
Mm-hmm.
Him and Puka are going to be devastating. Shocked that the Texans did not look great in this game. They've got everybody back healthy, and they got Nick Chubb in the backfield here. And he looked great. He looked like he's back, and he's back from injury, and he looks like he's ready to play.
I mean, this is an example of a team that struggled last year, doesn't have all of its shit together, and didn't do what you're supposed to do in the preseason, which is get ready for the actual season. Not too worried about the Texans. Although it is disappointing to me that these teams continue to not take this shit seriously. I understand that it's a 17-game season now, and there's injuries and blah, 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 and you don't want to overexpose dudes in games that don't technically matter. But you still got to get ready, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, my phone is exploding as well, and
mine too.
Jesus Christ, man! It was my father. Oof. We'll go live on YouTube right after this. Ryan, forgive us for the Patreon today. Man, I'm stunned. I'm sorry. This doesn't happen very often unless you're a Republican. This happened to us last year when we did the Trump shooting. All right.
Well, it's pretty obvious that the left is decided that they are going to get violent. So the only answer to violence is violence.
Yeah. This is a stunner. So forgive me. I've lost my composure here. Next up was the game of the week. Bills, Ravens. A lot of people just turned this game off. Bills came back and scored 22 points at the end of the game. Josh Allen is that
11
fucking
minutes.
dude.
Yeah, never,
11 minutes. Dude.
Nuts.
Never turn the game off if Josh Allen's in it.
No.
I mean, or Lamar. There's a couple of dudes that are that good, even if they're not like. Maybe neither one of these guys ever win a Super Bowl. Maybe, right?
Right.
Maybe Joe Burrow never wins a Super Bowl because he gets brain damage at 27 years old. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But don't turn the game off if those motherfuckers are playing because they can do it.
Yep. I agree. And Josh Allen is a blast to watch. 33 for 46, 394, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry started off the season strong, too, for the first time ever. Yeah, usually it's week 4. Dan and I have a running joke on the show that week 4, every other game will be 100 yards after that, but he usually takes 4 weeks. He's week 1.
Now, he'll get
he smash people in the face.
His issue, it's not an issue, really, but historically it's been that he doesn't have back-to-back 100-yard games before week 8. That was his whole career up until 2 years ago. He did 2 back-to-back his last season in Tennessee, and then he did it pretty frequently actually last year. But that's Baltimore. The difference in Baltimore and Tennessee isn't just geography. You know what I mean? It's quite a bit different. Just the coaching in those respective places and the attitude, man. Like when Harbaugh's got a guy like fucking Derrick Henry, he's gonna fucking put him out there and use him in a way that makes sense. And remember, like if you look at his excuse me. If you look at the career attempts per season for Derrick Henry, it's not like they tried to run him into the ground last year. I think that was his like third or fourth highest run total of his career last year. One of the reasons it was 17 games, another reason he was healthy the whole time, right? He averaged 5.9 yards per carry last year, the highest of his career at 30 years old. Most running backs don't have the highest yards per carry average in their age 30 season.
No.
Right? And it speaks volumes about what fucking Baltimore does and what Tennessee did not do.
No, it's going to be a fun year for the AFC, man. All these teams are playing at an extremely high level right now, and Baltimore's excellent as always. Bills are excellent. Chiefs TBD on this one. We'll see how Burrow does. At least their defense looked pretty good this year, and that was a problem last year. I know the Browns don't set the fucking world on fire with their offense, but across the board, the AFC is pretty fucking loaded, and it seems like the usual suspects again. Last but not least was the Vikings and the Bears. Won this one on both ways. Teased up the Bears +8. Bob, I believe you took the same bet with me on Fake News yesterday and took that under all the way down to 35. Both of those hit for the first 3 quarters. Every Vikings fan and their mother had flooded social media with, "This is a mistake. I want Kirk Cousins back. I want to end my life." The usual Vikings responses and all that other shit. And then the fourth quarter happens, and it looked like a brand new player. It was shocking to see, Dan. You and I were chatting back and forth last night. I will say this. The one thing that I really enjoyed about J.J. McCarthy was after he threw the pick 6, Derek, and I'm sure this has happened to you playing in the NFL, he went down to every single person on the offensive line and apologized to the receivers, and he goes, "We will win this fucking game." He did not give up, even though he played like shit for 3 fucking quarters, and he had a look in his eye that Baker Mayfield has, the same look in his eye during the fourth quarter, and he led that team to a victory, and that's saying a fucking lot to me.
I'm telling you, I told you before last season started, that dude's going to be fucking legit in this league.
He's a gamer.
Yep.
He is a gamer, and if he ends up being Baker, he does.
Not just a, he's going to be better than Baker, in my opinion. Not just a gamer. He does the throws well. Right? Michigan didn't ever ask him to because he didn't need to.
He only threw 12 passes a game there at Michigan.
Yep.
And look, he's got the best wide receiver in the league with Justin Jefferson. And, once they started clicking in the fourth, great, it was on. He's my wide receiver. And, I won my fantasy game because of it. So, pretty phenomenal. You know the rules on this show. We will get to week 2's prediction here. And then immediately after the show, we will go live on YouTube to cover the Charlie Kirk assassination attempts here. Any updates on that, Bob? No.
Dude, there's no way that he survived that.
Okay. We will figure that out in a little bit. In the meantime, we were brought to you by MyBookie.com. Promo code Drinkin' Bros doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. We broke even at the end of the day here in the NFL. Late run at the end of the day, but I want to bring up a point that our listener he's one of our admins for Drinkin' Bros Sports on Facebook. Private group. You can see all of my bets every single second of the day on there. I post them in there. They are always live. Andrew Mansbach said, maybe we shouldn't bet on week 1 so much because we're all excited for the football season to start.
Maybe
we should just pull back and wait and see who these teams become. And Andrew, you could be correct on that.
No. Shut up. Mind your damn business.
No, he said it in a nice way.
No, I know.
All of us were really fucking excited, and I am overzealous. I was overzealous in week 0 of college football. Settled back into my roots week 1. And Andrew, I'll give you a shout out for that because, I should have not bet on a game in Brazil, for Christ's sakes. That was my fault. So that is not bad advice.
If you were a smart bettor, you'd wait till after week 4 because then you really know what these teams are about.
I'm not smart, Derek. We know that. Okay, that's him. That's not me, guy. All right, you're looking at the wrong hombre here. So, Andrew, shout out to you. And yes, we will try to do better this week. Got a little bit of a better handle on it, and we'll go from there. Next up is a promo code Drinkin' Bros. Doubles that first deposit all the way up to $1,000. Super Bowl odds have changed. All that other stuff has changed. Heisman Trophy, college football national champions. Everything has changed over there. I'm sure Ohio State is probably number 1, I would imagine. And they've overtaken Texas after that last week, especially the first week of that, for the favorites to win the national championship. If you believe in your team, now is the time to get some great odds on that, especially in the NFL and especially in college football. Got a huge slate this weekend of NFL games. And if you want to go to them, you go to drinkinbrostickets.com. Tickets are pretty cheap. Let's say you want to go to the Cowboys-Giants game. It's $30. It's a great stadium. I don't give a fuck if you're in the last row of that stadium. It is a great stadium to be in, and it is only $30 on there. A lot of these games are cheap, man. Titans games, $50. Saints, $70. I mean, you're going up and down the line here. Colts, $60. $34 for the Arizona Cardinals. If you're there, take the kids out. Get outside. Enjoy life. And go to drinkinbrostickets.com. They're all about $10 cheaper than StubHub. Next up is hardafseltzer.com. Bunch of new stores opened. All right. Campus. We are open on Tuscaloosa campus at all the Circle Ks. Please go in and buy them out. If these test deals go well, they will pick us up for the entire Southeast. So we're in the Circle Ks in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, on University of Alabama campus, everywhere. We are also in University of Auburn, and then all throughout the Panhandle in Florida at the Circle Ks. Please go and buy them out over the next 6 weeks. That will help us pick up half the fucking nation, and we could be rich overnight. So please help us out there, and it would be great because most of you invested with us on WeFunder.com. So, yeah, dude, let's do it for each other here. Grab a 12-pack for the games. Go in tailgates. Hand them out to people. Take some pics. Tag Hard AF Seltzer. All the Albertsons are stocked back up in Idaho and Montana. HEB is getting the Tall Boys next week. Tall Boys have launched. Penn State will be getting the Tall Boys. Dan and I will be there. I just got hit up by Penn State. Their whole collective, they're doing a gigantic alumni party on Friday night, which we are also sponsoring, and we will be at the tailgate partying with Ron Zimmich on Saturday there. And I believe our special guests potentially could be Bo Nickel. I've been chatting back and forth with him, and that'd be great. Penn State legends. Come out to that game. It is Oregon. It is the night game. It is a whiteout game. If you've not been to a whiteout game at Penn State, it is a once-in-a-lifetime bucket list item. I'm telling you that right now. As somebody who has been to every college stadium in America, it is a really, really special place to go and watch football during a whiteout game there. Highly recommend it. Join us, too. You get free booze all fucking weekend there with us. Just find us, Hard AF Seltzer. We'll have a flag flying outside the stadium, and then Ron has a RV for us.
Sweet.
Yes. So looking forward to that. Go to the store locator on hardafseltzer.com, enter your city or zip, and it'll take you to the closest location nearest you. I know you guys are, everyone's a little bit preoccupied, so I understand, and forgive me. We'll get to that show in a second here. We got to go through this week's picks here. Banger of a Thursday night game. Couldn't be more amped about this.
Yes.
Redskins at the Packers. Packers minus 3.5. Over under 48.5. Derek, who you got?
I'm taking Green Bay because they're the home team.
Okay.
And it's hard to play in Lambeau. It's just hard to play there and win there. When you fly into Green Bay, you got to stay at a shitty hotel, and you eat at fucking Lombardi's. It's a tough place to play, man. It's an iconic place to play, but it is fucking tough to play there. It's a great stadium, nice. The fans are great and everything, but dude, it is fucking hard to win there because it's not comfortable.
Okay, D'Anthony, who you got?
Well, yeah, that's true for sure. That's 100% true. The Packers look really good in week one at home. They're very difficult to beat. There is some pretty decent Indian food, believe it or not.
Really?
In the Appleton, Green Bay area, which is odd.
I'm not eating Indian food the night before I play a fucking
not when you're
game,
not when you're one of the visitors, because it's probably dumped up with all kinds of weird shit like they did to Jordan in the flu game in Utah. But yeah, I mean, I think 3.5 is right where this should be. I think it's going to be a field goal game. So I'll probably go Redskins plus 3.5 because I think they're going to win. I think Green Bay wins by a field goal.
I could not agree more. I was going to say the exact same thing. If it's that 3 and a hook that gets me. If this was a 3-point game, I would tease it down for the Redskins. And if it's because you can't buy a whole point, that's just the odds suck on that. So I'm not going to tell you to do that. But because I'm up late and typically doing invoices and emailing everybody back and getting ready for Friday and all that other stuff, I like to watch the entire thing. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 2 different bets on this game. I'm going to take Redskins plus 3.5. I agree with you. I think it's going to come down to a field goal, and I think Green Bay wins by a field goal. It's that half a point is what I'm looking at there. And then on the other side, I'm going to tease up the Commanders or the Redskins to plus 10.5, and then drop the over down to 41.5 on that game. So that way I can watch the entire thing, root for both teams to score, root for a close game, and enjoy it. Because I think this is a 24-21 game. Mm-hmm. I really do.
You're going to drop the over. You're going to drop the over down.
I am, yes. And I'm going to take the over.
See, I think there's going to be a lot of points scored in this game.
Yeah, I'm taking the over. No doubt. But I still think
you're taking the over.
Yeah. But I still think it could be a 24-21 game, and that will still cover me on the over. And that's exactly what I did last week on that Eagles game, and it paid off for me pretty big. I think I put $500 on that. Next up is Jaguars Bengals. Don't understand the spread on this. Minus 3.5. Over under is 48.5. Derek, who you got?
I take the Bengals in this one. I mean,
yeah,
you got to take the Bengals, and then I would take the. What's the line?
48.5 is the over under.
I mean, this is going to be like a 38-14 game, probably.
Yeah, I agree. These Thursday night games after week one end up kind of being shitty here. I'm all in on Cincinnati on this one. What about you?
I'll tell you.
Sorry, this is a Sunday game.
I'll tell you what I think. I'm taking Jaguars plus 3.5. And the reason that this is such a low spread is because, granted, it's the Panthers, whatever, but the Jags front seven are good. They had 9 pass deflections and 5 tackles for losses last week.
And you think they're going to get to Joe Burrow?
I think they are absolutely getting to Joe Burrow. It's just a matter of he's going to be able to throw out of it. Right?
Okay.
That'll be the difference.
Everybody's going to get to Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Okay.
Every team they play is going to get to him. And every team they play can't wait to fucking play them.
Yeah.
Because their offensive line sucks.
Especially if you're in a contract
defensive
year.
lineman in the NFL wants Cincinnati on their schedule.
Yeah, I also think Travis Hunter's going to get folded into the defense a little bit more this week too, and I think it's specifically for that. I think it's to be a headhunter, not to hit people, but for picks. Mm-hmm. I think he's out there as a spy. He's going to see which side of that fucking offensive line for the Bengals is rough, and how Burrow decides in the moment to bail himself out. He's going to sit on that play, and there's going to be a pick six. That's my prediction.
Okay, with that, I'm going to take the Bengals. I just think he's going to chuck and get himself out of it. I still don't believe in the Jaguars every year. So give me Burrow minus the 3.5. That's fine. You can tease it. This will be in parlays and everything else. They're at home. Their home openers, if you haven't gone to a Cincinnati Bengals game, are pretty fucking loud. And the fans really come out there. So, yeah, they're going to be amped. And I'm in. I'm in for the Bengals on this one. Next up is Giants at the Cowboys. This is Dallas minus 5.5. Derek, who you got?
I'll take Dallas. I think Dallas wins by at least 10 points. I think they should beat them by 10 points.
I agree. I'm taking Dallas as well. I don't think CeeDee Lamb will drop 80 more passes again this week. So hopefully the yips is over for him.
It's not the yips.
He's
led the league and fucking drop passes every year he's been in the league.
Yeah, but he still had 110 yards receiving last week.
Yeah. And he's on my fantasy team, so hopefully it'll only be one.
And that motherfucker can run it. His route running is elite.
Mm. He's a great player. I don't know. I don't understand the drops. Who are you taking this one?
Cowboys 5.5.
Okay. Next up, we got Bears. Oh my, at the Lions. This is Lions minus 5.5. Derek, did the Lions turn it around this week?
Against this fucking guy? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they can't beat the Bears by a touchdown, then you can write them off.
I 100% agree. I am taking the Lions as well. D'Anthony, who you got?
Lions are out for blood this week.
They have to be.
Oh, yeah.
Chicago's got a pretty good defense, but the Lions are out for fucking blood. Mm-hmm. And they're going to beat them by 2 touchdowns.
Okay. I'm with you. It could be 3. Next up is Rams Titans. This is Rams minus 5.5. Why is this spread so low? I'm having a hard time with this one.
Because Tennessee played well on offense or on defense against the Broncos, so
they played well against a quarter of the playbook of the Broncos.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they did have 2 picks.
Yeah, so that's why I think they're doing that. I think this is a trap game for people. I think you take the Rams no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm taking the Rams as well. You?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next up, we got Patriots at the Dolphins. This is Miami -1.5, which is, well, I guess this fits. Both of these teams did not play great last week.
And historically speaking, New England has a lot of trouble in Miami for whatever reason.
Even
when fucking Tom Brady was there. They had
Brady
trouble.
lost almost every fucking year down there. This one I'm staying away from. I'm not betting it. You?
No, I'm not touching it.
Me neither. I have no idea.
I just don't know enough. You got these two teams are so fucking all over the place.
It's bad juju on this one. Yeah, bad juju. I'm staying away from this. Next up, you got the 49ers at the Saints. This is 49ers -4.5. A lot of these spreads are shocking this week because I'm all over the 49ers. Am I tripping or no?
I'll tell you, the Saints didn't. They looked better than the Dolphins last week, to be honest. The Dolphins looked like trash.
Yeah.
Spencer Rattler threw the ball a lot because they were behind most of the game.
Mm-hmm.
And Alvin Kamara is just not. I mean, he's 4.1 yards per rush, but he's a little bit beyond, I think, what we want to see out of a guy who's your number one running back. But Juwan Johnson fucking put his dick on the table last week. He was the best player in that game.
Yeah.
Right. I should have taken him as my what do you call it, tight end. But him and Olave. Is Olave cool? Because he got rocked pretty good.
I don't know. That was a really, really bad hit. That was a terrible throw, and it seems like they were trying to get him murdered out there.
Yeah.
And this is the second year now.
I mean, that's Spencer Rattler.
But this is the second year. He's going to be in some fucking concussion protocol because his quarterbacks are just leading him to die.
He's not on the injury report right now.
That is a shocker to me, man, because that hit looked fucking brutal.
Yeah, it looked brutal. But, I mean, the Saints have a little bit – I mean, their weakest point is their quarterback.
Yes.
So if you're my expectation is the 49ers are going to get to the quarterback. But, again, this is the NFL. Most games are decided by 4 points.
Huh?
Right? It's in that range. 4 points is the average.
4.1, yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm going to skip this, to be honest, because San Francisco had a lot of shakeups this week, too. They're still trying to figure out. I don't know if Juwan Jennings is going to play. Kittle got moved to the IR, and I don't know who they're bringing. I don't even know who their fucking backup tight end is, and he's a big part of their offense, both blocking and receiving.
Yep.
They got McCaffrey and Brian Robinson. They'll have to work with them a little bit, but I don't know, to be honest. I don't really have a good read on this game.
I would sit this out because of the injuries on both sides here. Check back in later in the week on Drinkin' Bros Sports, but Gut says 49ers. Let me see the injury report, though, when this game starts. Next up, we got the Bills at the Jets. This is going to be a blast of a game to watch. This is Bills -6.5. Over-under is 46.5. I think I'm going to take the over and just enjoy these teams going at it.
Yeah, that's probably a smart move.
I think it's a high-scoring game. And
what is it though?
46
Buffalo
and a half.
-6.5, and it's 46.5 is the over/under. I could see a 35-28 game in this one.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I think you could take the over and be pretty safe there.
Yeah, I do too, and it's fun. Like, and for me, I'm not betting the fucking mortgage on gambling. Like, I do this for fun, and I remind you of this every single year. For me, this is a fun game to watch. I want to put money on the over, and I want to enjoy this entire game because I was impressed with the Jets last week. I was very impressed with what the Bills did in that comeback win last week. I just want to enjoy this game like a gentleman. Obviously, I can't live, though, if I don't have something on it. So give me the over in this, and I want to relax. What about you, D'Anthony?
Yeah, I think that's what I want.
Bills probably cover, right?
But that's what I want to see happen. I want to see Justin Fields light it up. I want to see Josh Allen light it up.
Yeah, I want to see a fun game.
I want to see Lamar and Josh light it up when they play. That
was a fun game.
Yeah, I guess it's fun to watch a no-hitter. Not fun to watch a shutout in football.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Next up is Seattle at the Steelers. This is Steelers -2.5. What am I missing on this one?
Seattle's got a lot of talent.
They do.
Yeah. And if Charbonnet and fucking Kenneth Walker can actually run the ball, TBD on that Pittsburgh's a good defense. So we'll see. But this could be a shootout too. 39.5 is because they don't know if the Seahawks are going to have their shit together offensively yet.
Right.
The Steelers are going to score. Seahawks defense looked great last week too. For the personnel they have, they played really well. But I feel like the Steelers have the advantage here. I'm taking Pittsburgh at 2.5.
I am too. I'm all over this. I'm going to hammer this game big, or bigly, as Trump says. Give me Pittsburgh minus 2.5. Derek, who you got?
I'm taking Pittsburgh for sure.
Yeah.
I think Pittsburgh.
At home, that's a tough place to play.
At home, yeah,
Dan and I have been there. It is loud as
really
fuck, too, man.
Oh, Pittsburgh's going to be loud.
Yeah, it was loud as shit when Dan and I were there, man. And I love that stadium. It's actually a beautiful stadium. And it's fun. I like Pittsburgh. I know that's a weird thing to say, but I enjoy that city.
Why is that a weird thing to say?
Because you drive in and it looks like a Bruce Springsteen video from 1974, where you're just like, all right.
You mean when America was great?
I know. I know. And hopefully it'll be great again, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm all over the Steelers. And even if something happens to Rodgers, I think they got a good backup. And yeah, the defense could shut them the fuck down anyway. So I'm all in on the Steelers. This will probably be one of my biggest bets of the weekend. Next up, you got the Ravens at the Browns. This is Baltimore minus 11.5. I don't like this. The spread is high, and this is still a rivalry. Let's not forget this.
Yeah.
When Baltimore got sold from Cleveland down there, Cleveland still fucking hates Baltimore. Nothing has changed. Do I think Baltimore wins? Yes. But 11.5 in the NFL these days is way, way too many points.
Yeah, it's a matter of time before Dylan Sampson and Jerome Ford get going too.
Dylan Sampson looked good, dude.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like as a unit.
Oh yeah.
Once they kind of figure out what the rotation looks like to make sure they're getting what they need to get. Tillman and Judy are good, and Njoku's good. Joe Flacco throws some errant passes.
And let's not forget, Judkins just signed, so he didn't play last week.
Yeah, he's listed as out right now. I don't know if he's going to play this week yet, but he's coming too.
Yeah.
And that Browns defense, they looked a little bit better than what they actually are because the Bengals have no offensive line.
Right.
I mean, Myles Garrett rocked Joe Burrow so hard. It's like, fuck, man.
My God.
Joe Burrow, that's got to be the thing he sees in his nightmares. Yep. Because you're in the same division. You got to play twice a year, and Cincinnati refuses to protect you. You're just like, God damn it, dude. Yeah. Can you fucking please just frame this guy for something? Get him out of here.
I'm afraid of heights. In my nightmares, I see me on the side of a building and then just 10 dicks coming at my face at all times. And then the only thing I can do is just jump. But that's my own personal shit I'm going through. Do you touch this game, Derek, at 11.5?
I'm not at 11.5 because it's a rival. It's a division rival. That game, being a part of that for a couple of years, it's still a fucking hard-fought game. And you're right. Cleveland fans fucking hate Baltimore.
Oh, yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
So I think the organization hates everything.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of tempted to take the under here, to be honest, because
44.5.
What's the
44.5?
It's 44.5, but I could see this 44? Being like a 24-10 game or something. To be honest,
I know.
I could really see that happening. We'll see. I'm gonna have to think about that one.
Yeah, I'm not touching this game. I'm gonna stay away from it. Next up, Broncos at Colts. Broncos minus 1.5. Derek, what am I missing in this one?
Dude, I mean, Indy played really good football.
They did, but the Broncos
good football.
Have a great defense. Seems
like
they're getting shit together.
I don't see this game getting out of control. It could be a tight game, but I don't see it being a high-scoring game.
Yeah, I mean, the over-under is 43.5, which is low for the NFL.
Yeah. It's going to be a defensive game for sure. But I do think that Denver – I think you're safe to bet on Denver here.
I'm taking Denver.
I think it's safe to –
yeah.
I think they win by at least 3 points. I mean, that's –
24-21 game.
At one point, that's almost like a straight-up bet, you know? I mean, it's just – I don't know, man. We used to have a rough time with Peyton playing in Indy because Peyton didn't like something. It was like something in his fucking mental about playing in Indy. And Andrew Luck was there. So, but Joe Flacco, I don't know. Joe Flacco might want to fucking turn it on against the Broncos, but
it's not Flacco. It's not Flacco anymore. It's Danny Dimes.
Oh, that's right. Danny Dimes is not going to fucking beat this defense. I don't know why I thought Flacco, but Danny
I agree.
Dimes
well, he was there last year, the year before. But I'm all in on the Broncos. So Give me Broncos -1.5.
I'm surprised at the point. I think the Broncos themselves can put up probably, 27 points on that team. So, and I don't see them scoring a lot on that defense.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the over in this game.
Okay, it's I actually like that too. I think the over is low, and I think it's a 24-21 game. You still win. You still win on that over on 24-21.
Yeah.
So I like the over as well. I'll bet this both ways. Next up is Panthers at the Cardinals. Wish this game didn't exist, but it does. Cardinals -6.5. I stay far, far away from this. I'm not betting it. Probably won't even watch it. Why? Because there's a game on at 3:25, the same exact time, and it's Eagles at the Chiefs. Philly -1.5. My God, this is a banger of a game, and it almost kind of feels like a must-win for the Chiefs. You don't want to start off 0-2.
Nah, there's no such thing as a must-win.
0-2? Oh. No. Who do you got, Derek?
It's not a must-win, but I think Philly is going to win this game.
I do too, in a weird way, man. It's to your point. I felt the exact same way when I watched the Chiefs last week. They just looked exhausted. Now they've got to fly all the way back from Brazil after a fucking bone-crushing loss there. That's they weren't really in that game the entire time, and until the end. The Eagles look great. I don't. Jalen Carter can just not spit on people and maybe not commit another double murder. Yeah, man. I like the Eagles in this. Give me the Eagles in this game.
I'll take the Chiefs
At home?
Yeah, it's the Chiefs at home.
I know.
I know. And here, it's not even about the game itself or the line or that shit. It's about the disrespect. You don't think the fucking Chiefs players know this right now?
Well, look, they got smashed in the Super Bowl by them.
Yeah.
So they've got a lot to play for. Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's a tough game to bet.
This is very disrespectful to the Chiefs.
1.5. Yeah. But if I'm the Eagles, and Derek, maybe this has happened to you in your career. You can tell me here. If you're the coach of the Eagles, do you go in and say, all right, fuck this dynasty bullshit. Let's put our fucking cleats on their throats and end this goddamn thing right now and just beat them twice in a row?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what that's exactly what I'm telling my players. And that we're not in here to fucking hang on. Like, fuck the Chiefs. It's our time.
Yeah.
Like, now it's our time. We're the fucking dynasty. They can fuck off. And let's go in there and fuck them up in their house. And that's what they're going to think. That's how they're going to think that way. So I don't know, man. I see a lot of shit going on with the Chiefs. I see a lot of arguing on the defensive side of the ball, a lot of fucking back and forth between linebackers and D linemen and fucking safeties talking shit. Like, it's just, you're seeing what happens when shit isn't given to you. I'm not saying shit has been given to them. I'm saying that when shit's going, it's a little harder to get, because every time somebody plays the Chiefs, they are trying to play their best fucking game against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right. Same goes for the Eagles now. Every time somebody plays the Eagles, they're trying to play their best game. So you have two teams right now.
Yeah, who are both playing
more energy.
Yeah.
They have more energy and they have more to prove. It's that's what it is. I think that you're going to see an Eagles team come in there and do the same fucking thing that they did last time. Because what happens is as soon as they start pushing them around, those Chiefs guys are going to be like, man, fuck this. Because it's week 2. It's not a playoff game. Yeah. It's a week fucking 2. And the Eagles are going to come in there like this is a fucking Super Bowl game, again, and they're going to try to fuck them up. And I'm just telling you, that's what's going to happen. And I don't think the Chiefs can win this game. I don't.
I am all in on the Eagles, and that's just a gut pick here at this point. But it's anybody's guess. Dan could be right. We could be right. Who knows? There's a lot to play for in this game. Next up, the Sunday night game. Falcons at the Vikings. Boy, 2 historically awful franchises. One of them is mine. And we found another way to lose on Sunday as I took my mom to the game. Happy birthday, Mom. Fuck me. We had field passes, all of it, and it's just the Falcons. I know they cut away during that TV timeout, but Koo actually kicked it when it was a practice kick and, was good by 30, and then he pushed it wide right here. And that is a literal extra point in the NFL. Falcons are going to find a way to Falcons. However, it's the Vikings, and they have the same exact luck as the Falcons. So this is the same exact team. This is Minnesota minus 3.5. Derek, who do you got?
I'm taking Minnesota.
Okay. D'Anthony.
Falcons plus 3.5.
Same.
But they'll probably figure out a way to fuck it up.
But here's the thing. I think the Vikings actually win this game. So don't come and fucking skull me in the face, all you assholes there on Drinkin' Bros Sports. You still have never won a Super Bowl in either of the Falcons, so I don't really give a shit. I think the Falcons fuck this up at the end the exact same way, and I think they lose by 3, and that half a point is what's going to get the Vikings the victory, both gambling-wise and in real life. I think the only thing that can save the Falcons, and I hate to say this because I don't wish injury upon anyone, is if Penix goes down, Kirk Cousins comes in and just fucking eviscerates the Vikings. That would be my dream, and I think the whole world would want to see that, and it would be a blast. And I wish we could start him this week just for this one game. Yeah. It'd be fun. It'd be a fun watch.
Yeah, we'll see. This is kind of a coin flip for me, to be honest, because I think that McCarthy figured it out. Not figured it out the game or anything, but I think he got into a bit of a rhythm there, which is really good for a young quarterback. And I think Penix, talked about this a million times, people like him, Gabriel, etc., they're timing guys. They need to get their timing down a little bit. And, I think he'll be better this week than he was last week. And they played really well last week. I just think that the Falcons will find a way to fuck it up.
Same.
But if you're going to give me plus points, over a field goal on them, I'll take that.
And it's only because of that hook. I would not bet this if that 3.5 was not there.
Yeah.
And I usually take these down a half a point or up a half a point. If it's 3, 7, or 10 or 14, and it's this 3.5, I can't buy a full point. That's just not worth it. And the Falcons will fuck this up, and they will lose by a field goal, but they'll cover. So I'm taking the Falcons.
Here's the thing about J.J. McCarthy. He earned his teammates' respect.
Oh, 100%.
That's what he did, and that lit a fire under that team. I guarantee it.
I think the same thing. So I think it's close. Ultimately, Vikings win by 3. And the points will that half a point will eat up the spread here. Next up, we got a doubleheader on a Monday. Holy shit! Love when there's a doubleheader on a Monday. I actually love that these are the teams that are playing. Usually it's shitty every year, and this year it's great. Buccaneers at the Texans. This is Texans minus 2.5 at home. Derek, who you got?
I'm gonna take. I think Tampa's gonna win this one.
Woo!
I really do.
Who do you got, D'Anthony?
Yep.
You got Tampa too.
I'm not. I'll sprinkle the money line, but if they're going to give me 2.5, I'm taking. The way I have it written down is Baker plus 2.5.
That's funny. You should. The way I have this written down is the over/under is 42.5, and I'm taking the over. I think Stroud finds his rhythm. I think Baker's going to be baking again, and that is a very, very low over/under in this. To my knowledge, Evans didn't get hurt or Ibuka. They looked healthy on the field. So that is a very low number, and I don't really understand it. So I'm all in on this over, and I'm going to bet a lot of money on this because I think these teams will fucking score. This will be a very fun game to watch, and I think Stroud will figure it out this week. So I don't know who's going to win, but I know that over is going to hit, and I'm all in on the over. Last but not least is the Chargers against the Raiders. And look, would I have said this is a great game 2 weeks ago? No. After watching Herbert play last week, yes. After watching this new look Raiders team fucking dominates up in New England, flying all the way across country. Yeah, man, Gentie's fun. Geno threw for 362 last week. This is a blast of a game to watch. This is Chargers minus 3.5. Derek, who you got?
My gut tells me to go with the Chargers, but I don't know, man. I kind of like what I've seen from the Raiders. I kind of like what I saw out of those guys. They looked like a fucking football team finally. It looked like a solid football team that wants to win, and everybody's counting them out. So they have a chip on their shoulder. But I don't know, man. I think this Harbaugh team pulls it out. What's the money line you said?
It's 3.5 right now for the Chargers, and then the over/under is 46.5.
I don't know, man. I kind of think Vegas can keep it to a 3-point game.
Potentially.
I really do.
Potentially. Is that what you're going with?
At half a point. Yeah, I'm going to go. I think the Raiders are going to keep it a 3-point game.
Okay. D'Anthony, who you got?
I'll take the Chargers 3.5. I think that's safe.
Okay.
You think they're going to win by 2 field goals or a touchdown?
I think they're going to win by 10.
10 points?
Mm-hmm. Really?
Because this is the last game of the night, and wife and kids usually go to bed, and I'm up, so I like to bet the whole thing. This will be one of my infamous teasers here. Give me Chargers plus 10.5, and I'm going to drop that over down to 39.5 and take both of those in this game so I can watch the entire thing, enjoy the entire thing, and forget about the misery of the emails that I have to send that night. And
what's the point spread?
3.5 for the Chargers. Over-under is 46.5 currently.
I'll take the under.
Oh, what about my teaser though at 39.5? Would you still take the under?
I think 39, and I think
that's
not
a 21. That's a 21-20 game.
Yeah, that's the kind of game I see.
Okay,
this being
okay. All right, good. A plane has hit the second Bower. Way to go, Wiltshire. Look, we will be live here on YouTube in moments to discuss the Charlie Kirk thing. Is any updates on that, Bob?
Alive
Maybe. In the hospital?
Yes.
Maybe. No, people are reporting that they heard he's alive.
The AP is reporting that he's alive in the hospital.
That they heard he's alive, yes.
Okay.
We'll then I saved a bunch of videos so we can just go right in.
Great. Please join us on YouTube for that. I know nothing about it, so I will catch back up in real time with you guys live on air here. And it is a very, very unfortunate thing. Obviously, he's a friend of the show, been on the show. Knew him in real life. We had a bet on the Oregon-Ohio State game last year that we were at. This is awful, awful news. So we will go live with us here in roughly 5 minutes on YouTube. Appreciate you tuning into this show. Bet with us or against us on mybookie.com. Don't forget to use that promo code Drinkin Bros to double that first deposits all the way up to $1,000. And then on Wolf Untamed, are you doing it from the car or are you taking a break until you go into the new house?
Yeah, we're going to take a break till we get some power over there to the new studio.
Sounds like Puerto Rico. So I like it. Yeah. Perfect. Well, hey, it is great to see your lovely face. Welcome back. I don't give a fuck if we do it from the car the entire season, okay?
All right, cool. It's comfortable in here.
You look great, and it sounds fine, so I'm good with it. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Go to iTunes, rate the show a 5-star, and leave a quick review. And then do not forget, on Spotify, every single episode we do is now video, and the video will be up immediately. So you can get these bets in and see Derek's lovely car right on your screen in 8K on Spotify. That's one of the greatest things we've ever done over there. So please go to Spotify and rate the show a 5-star. For Derek Wolf, D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Week 2 NFL prediction.